and we are going to do a little bit of foraging. I haven't really done a ton of foraging, and especially for medicinal kind of uses in the past, but I'm really starting to see the need for it now, because it seems like people are drawing people away from anything that is a natural form of medication or anything, and they're trying to push you towards those big companies. And you know, this is what people used for thousands of years to survive, and I kind of want to get back to that. A lot of these wild edibles and stuff are actually naturally anti-parasitic, and this day and age it seems like there's a lot of interest with anti-parasitic medication. So I thought, you know what, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go out and we're going to get some wild edibles that are good for colds. They boost your immune system, they're anti-parasitic, all those good things, and a lot of them have very little side effects. I am not a professional, so make sure that you double check and check what you guys are harvesting yourself, because your area could be different. So I live in Ontario, Canada, so some of the plants I have here you might not have. So we want to make sure that you have chosen the correct plants. I would get a wild edible book from your area just to make sure, so don't take my word for it. But I'm going to bring you along as I harvest some turkey tail mushroom. Turkey tail mushroom is really good for colds, flu type symptoms, gut health. It's got lots of vitamins, so it really does boost your immune system, and that's been known for hundreds and hundreds of years. And you know, why do we get away from that kind of stuff? Because pills are easier than going out in the bush and collecting it yourself. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to show you where turkey tail mushroom is. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to collect a whole lot of turkey tail mushroom. I'm going to bring it back, I'm going to lay it out, and we're going to try to dry it, and then another day maybe we'll have some teas and stuff with it. But for now we're just going to harvest it. So let's go. So if you have cut firewood for years, the next year you come back into the same patch of woods that you've cut, you'll look at the stumps, and the stumps will have mushrooms on them, and most times it's turkey tail mushroom. Turkey tail mushroom is very you can identify it easily because it looks like a turkey tail. I'll show you. So basically last winter I came in here and I cut down this dead ash, and these mushrooms were not growing on it at the time. Basically you can see where I cut the tree. This is all growth from this year, and this is a spectacular specimen of turkey tail mushrooms. The reason they call it turkey tail mushrooms is because they look like a turkey tail. See the banding, and they're the shape. So it is an absolutely awesome plant, and I've never seen one grow this well. So we're going to harvest a lot of turkey tail off this stump, and on top of it, I didn't get all my wood out yet, but here is the stump, the part I cut off the stump, and just look at the turkey tail mushrooms growing here. That is absolutely awesome. Okay, so this is part of the stump section of one of those big dead ash I cut last year, and clearly the turkey tail mushroom already started on the tree while it was standing, and when I cut it, it just gave it a good chance to go. So it has made a wonderful growth on the tree. This is one of the nicest turkey tail mushroom growths that I've ever seen. So that's why I kind of got the idea of the video, because it is absolutely spectacular. I'm getting a container like this and a knife, and I'm just going to cut it off. And it's good to get fresh turkey tail, because as I say, this stuff can sit for a few years, and I'm sure it's got all the medicinal properties, but I kind of think it would be good to have fresh turkey tail. I think I'm going to have more than I will ever need, and I probably will give away to friends. Years ago I wanted to do more wild foraging, but you know, time. And I wanted to do more farming. But farming takes a lot of work because you got to grow it. And eventually I hope to get to there. But you know what? This stuff is here. And I don't have to grow it. It just grows itself. The good Lord supplies us with it. So that is one of the advantages of just using wild edibles. God provides it, and we can enjoy it. I'm probably going to leave this block of wood here for a couple of years, allow more and more turkey tail mushroom to grow on it. Same with that stump. I'll be able to come back and harvest year after year. And it has got such a nice growth that it'll give us good production of turkey tail mushroom for years to come. So now we're going to start taking it off the stump. So look at that. That is what I got off of that block, which was a pretty good harvest. This one here, you can see the roots. There is a ton on the roots. These are just huge. So this is going to be a really, really good harvest. You can kind of see the different colors. I don't know if it's where they grow or if they get more moisture or what it is, but these are absolutely beautiful looking. I do think it's the amount of moisture they get make the difference in how big they grow and the coloration. I really do think the way to do it is to cut it off so you don't get all the bark. That is about enough turkey tail mushroom I need for the year. I don't think I'll probably even go through all this. It is going to be a great addition to my wild edibles this year, and it's pretty easy to harvest. So we're going to head back to the house. I'm going to throw this in the dehydrator, but I really think it's important not to put the dehydrator in your house. So it'll be on my porch because all fungus has spores, and I just can't imagine shooting spores everywhere in my house. We run in the dehydrator. So I want to dry them out so I can store them good, but I don't think I want to do it in my house. So let's head back. Okay, so I'm on my back porch, and I have an old American Harvest snack maker dehydrator. I got it at a garage sale years ago. It's very handy, very, very handy to have around. It's a stacking dehydrator. Try to break them apart the best I can, but lay them flat. Okay, so I just put it on herbs and spices. You just stack them up. I got some more to go. I'm going to go out and forage some more. But I got all the turkey tail mushroom in there. And plug it in. And there you go. That's all you got to do. Okay, so it's all in the dehydrator. I got some more room, so we're probably going to go out and do a little more foraging on another video. But it is really important, I think, to dehydrate, especially mushrooms outside. You just never know all the spores that could be blowing around your house. I just don't think that's a good idea. But this old dehydrator, I got it at a garage sale, works great. I'm super happy I have it, and it has pretty good capacity. So that gives you the chance to go out and get a little more stuff from foraging, so it just doesn't turn into a huge, long process. So that's about enough for today. You guys have a good one.